Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me this week. My name is Brooke. I am the host of this podcast. And yeah, gonna be honest, you guys, feeling a little. Okay, actually, let me not start because I'm pretty sure I started last episode the same way. But it's only a week ago. I am uploading these episodes every single week. So I'm just being real with how I'm feeling. And it's normal to feel the same way after a week. But I've just been feeling burnt out lately, kind of, and a little tired, and a lot of guilt around me not sticking to my goals. So I'm a little annoyed with myself. But you know what? We ball and it's summer. Speaking of, also, I really, guys, try to not wear the same clothes. Like, I think all my episodes have had a different shirt on. Maybe a couple I've overlapped, but I've definitely worn my comfy before in an episode, and I don't even care. It's like 10 o'clock. I'm ready to go to bed. But also, I changed out my Squishmallow, and it is a Christmas My Melody. And I tied this little like bow around her. And you might be thinking, Christmas, it's July. And what about it? You ever heard of Christmas in July? You ever heard of holiday spirit? Because that's what I'm having. I just love winter. I love summer. I'm having a great summer, actually. Pretty chill, pretty fun. But I do love winter the most. But now let's get into the juice. What this episode is really about. We're going to sip some water because this is the tea. So as you can see, seriously, what is wrong with you? You might be wondering what that's about. You know what it's about? Men. And I've made another episode talking about different things that I've experienced as a woman and growing up as a girl. So you can check out that episode. I'll have it in the little information card. I don't know which side it's on. But yeah. And I have news stories. And I think a lot of other women watching this can relate. I think there is a lot of things going on. And okay, sorry guys. I'm like, oh, okay. Breath work regulation. I'm addicted to doing this. I can't stop. Clock it. Okay. So I have made an episode about men and just things, and recently there have been so many random occurrences against my will with different men being weird. And I think this is what I was saying. A lot of women that I know personally or that I just see story time videos online, I know this is a frequent thing that women have to deal with on a daily basis. And so like I said, have had a couple interactions recently that inspired this episode. Because I'm angry, man. Like, I'm angry. I'm fed up. I'm over it. Like, I'm just really over it. And I'm going to tell you guys some of the interactions that I've had with men recently. So, the first one I wrote down is should I start like from like less to worst? Okay, we could do that. The first story is a guy on Hinge. His profile popped up and it literally, if any of you have ever been on Hinge, whatever, there is usually a voice profile. Like, okay, what? Voice prompt is what I meant. So this guy's prompt, it was like different prompts and you could answer it by like recording your own voice. So he answered, it was like my Instagram story mostly contains, and he answered it with a voice memo, and it literally said either like a kid like falling down or some type of person with a deformity like eating shit or something. What? That is like, what? That shit blew my mind, because what do you mean some type of like some person with some type of deformity? So you like to make fun of people. Great. Thank you. Next. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? I can't. And sure, I may be too sensitive. Oh, people nowadays can't take a joke. I'm sorry. I just really don't find making fun of other people funny. Like, I really don't. So I don't know if I don't know, but that shit blew my mind, because I'm like, you proudly put this on your dating profile. And I'm sure there's some women who do think that's funny, because a lot of people's humor is just being making fun of somebody, which is crazy work. That just shows like they're not funny. If their only jokes they can do are at the expense of somebody else, you're not funny. Anyway, that was the first interaction. I just couldn't believe that some of the things that are on these men's Hinge profiles are crazy. Like, I think last year, I might have already said this story on the podcast. I don't know if I did, but literally, there was a guy, it said, like, the key to my heart is, I think that was the prompt. And he said, to suck my dick and shut the fuck up. Isn't that insane? Suck my dick and shut the fuck up. Sorry, my mom is like yelling upstairs, so. But yeah, that was disgusting. So many people's Hinge profiles are just crazy. And I'm like, is this working? That's what I always wonder. Like, when people have like out of pocket or like horrible or just like wildly inappropriate things on their Hinge, I'm like, is this working for you? Like, are people actually swiping on your profile? I don't get it. Let's see. Which one is the next not worst? Okay, we'll do this. Me and my friends were at the bar one night, and I'm completely sober. I don't drink. And I was walking in the bar, and it was me and three of my friends. And so we all walk in the bar, and this grown ass man, like, he had to be at least 50. And me and all my friends, mind you, were like 20s. Looking at all of us like, dang, look at these sexy ladies. Like, looking at all of us and just like yelling things out to us and like catcalling us. And that same guy, later on in the night, I heard him. I thought he was okay. So the bartender's like, okay, I'm not going to explain the locations. That's too hard. But the bartender was sitting like in his line of vision, and I had to walk through his line of vision between him and the bartender. I had to like walk like this to get out to the door, because this bar that I was at, there's like an inside bar and an outside bar. So a lot of times people like go back and forth. So I was going back to the outside, and he starts singing. This song was not on in the bar, mind you. He just started singing this on his own. He goes, "You're way too beautiful, girl." And I look, because I thought he was like singing to the bartender and they were like singing to each other. No, he was fully staring at me and singing to me. The same guy who catcalled us, all my friends. I forgot if I said that. And also the next two things. This one, oh wait, no, the next thing. So that guy yelling and this next story were the same night. It's like, can I catch a break? So the other story, I was in the outside area of this bar again, and there was a lot of people. So everybody was kind of like packed in. So to walk, like to get through, you kind of had to like squeeze by each other, like do this. And so me and this guy are walking in opposite directions, and I'm like, just whatever. We're like squeezing through. He goes, sorry, baby, and double smacks my ass. Like literally, it's like, because we had to like squeeze by each other. He's like, oh, sorry, baby, and smacked my ass twice. A little, like, what in your right mind makes you think it's okay to touch my butt? You did not have to touch me. We could have easily squeezed past each other. Even the sorry baby's a little much, but even the sorry baby, like, that's fine. That's like, okay. But when you touched me, that made it a whole sorry baby's like innocent, like you genuinely like, oh, sorry, like I'm in your way, whatever. As soon as you touched me, I was like, no. I just don't understand, because a lot of men do that. Like they just touch you and think it's like a good idea. Like I don't know. And it also like would be kind of, I feel like, I don't know. I guess as like a man's perspective, because it's like if I was a man, I but that's the problem. A lot of men don't care if they make somebody uncomfortable. Because I was going to say, if I was a man, I would never want to make somebody feel uncomfortable. So I wouldn't even like try to shoot my shot with a woman at all, because I'd be scared that I would be like doing something wrong. Which honestly, that's kind of a good mindset to have, rather than the other one where, like I said, they don't even care if they're making somebody uncomfortable or anything. They just want to get some pussy, quite frankly. So they will literally just do anything, which is insane. But yeah, both those interactions I could not believe, because why did you touch my butt and why are you catcalling me and my friends? Like, no. Literally, I went like this. I went, what the? I kept walking. Like, I literally like side-eyed him. I was like, what the? And I just kept walking, because no. The guy who touched my butt, I didn't even say anything, because we literally were walking by and I just went right up to my friend. I was like, literally, this guy just smacked my ass. Next story is, oh, this was on the 4th of July. The restaurant that my brother works at. So there's a 4th of July parade in the town that I live in. And so my brother met us at the parade because he wasn't ready to leave when we left. And so since there was 2 separate cars, but he had to work right after, and he works in the town that the parade was at. So I was dropping his keys off to him at work, and I was going to go back home with my mom. So we didn't have to like, okay. I feel like I'm not making sense. I drove his car to the parking lot for his job and ran inside to give him his keys so he would have his car there to leave work later. And I go in, I bring him his keys, and then as I'm walking out of the restaurant, I'm saying bye to the hostess. I'm like, bye, have a good day. And there's a man standing at the host stand, probably, I don't know, like 60 years old, I don't know. And I'm saying bye to the hostess, and he goes, hey. And I look, and he's like, you're sexy. Looks me up and down like that. You're sexy. I literally went and turned around. I literally was like, and kept walking. And I was walking to my mom's car, and I'm like, oh my God, because mind you, these other interactions, the guy catcalling us and the guy who touched my butt, were literally a few days prior. So I was like, what is in the air right now? Like, what is going on? Like, why can I not catch a break? Why are these men being so despicable? What is going on? Like, ew, you are old. I'm sorry. Like, what are you doing? Why would you think that's okay to say, even no matter your age, no matter anything? What? Like, a woman? Like, I'm just minding my literal business. And like, I've definitely looked at somebody and in my head been like, wow, that person's so hot. But I've never like gone up and like done that, or like, that's just so strange. If anything, I'll go up to a girl and be like, I just want to say you're so beautiful. But that's like so different. I'm not thinking, and that's the thing too, is like when I think of somebody as attractive, I'm like, oh, I want to go talk to them. I want to like get to know them, whatever. I feel like a man, their brain goes straight to sex like all the time. And it's just so crazy. Like, they're like, damn, you're sexy. Like, treat me like a fucking, I don't know. I just don't like the word sexy. Like, I want to be called beautiful. I want to be called, I don't know. I just don't like sexy. Unless maybe we're like in the bedroom, but like a random compliment you're going to give me, don't use the word sexy. That's just very much. And if it's like my boyfriend or something, 1000% different. But like a random man, I'd actually rather them not say anything to me. But sexy's doing the most, like literally the most. Okay, let me see. Which ones have I said already? That one, that one, that one. Okay, this next one, you guys, was so annoying. Me and my friend, like a family friend, were at, and mind you, she is a minor. And so this man was probably at least 70 years old. He had the Albert Einstein pack going. He had the bald spot, like literally all bald, like out on the sides. He was giving Scrooge, giving Albert Einstein. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, well, I was just making fun of his looks, but like doing something with a minor, like I don't care to make fun of you at all. So he looks at her up and down. So, okay, we are walking into the grocery store and he is walking out of the grocery store with his cart. And as we're walking in, I see him look her up and down. And I audibly out loud was like, ew. And he looked at me and dead ass like stopped in his tracks. And my friend said she like looked at him for like a little bit longer and he like started to turn around, but we like ran into the store and I was so scared that he was going to be like out there afterwards or something. Thankfully he was not, but like, ew, I should have said she's a minor, by the way. She's literally 13. No. Yeah. No. 14. Either way, I should have been like, she's 14, by the way. But you know what's crazy? A lot of men don't even care about the age. They just say shit anyway, which is insane. Another thing I wrote down is, why the hell can't men control their fucking dick? And I put can't in quotes because I feel like they literally can. Like, and also, even if they can't, why is that a woman's responsibility? Like the fact that even like blue balls are even a thing, which I don't even know if they're real. I've heard that it's not real. I've heard it's just a tactic that men would use to like get a woman to have to do things with them. Shocker. But it's like, okay, again, because I don't know who I was talking to, but they're like, well, sometimes like men can't help it. Like they just whatever. And it's like, that's not my fucking problem. That a man can't even control his own fucking private area. Like, what do you mean they can't help it? Like all this stuff. Like, that's pathetic and so ew, like that's so pathetic, and that's like such an excuse again to always just like excuse men's behavior. Like I feel like there's so many things that people always do to just like justify and make things okay. It's like that's never okay. And I just don't understand, like, what do you mean? Like literally men only think with their fucking dicks, like actually, because what do you mean? I don't know. It just really bothers me that they can't get it together. It's like anytime they see a girl that's attractive, they like automatically like have to flirt or like have to try to get with them. Or even these grown men that just like feel the need to make comments. It's like literally you have no self-control, and that's so embarrassing. Zip your fucking lips. And you know what's crazy? They do have control because there are men who don't act like that. So I know they can control it. They just don't want to because they don't give a fuck because they are weird. Like, dude, it's so annoying. And so many people in my personal life, well, not my friends all agree with me because we all deal with this shit literally at least once a week. And I'm not exaggerating. I deal with an inappropriate comment from a man or something at least once a week. And it's like, people get so angry at women for saying they hate men. And it's like, you try to be a woman and deal with this shit. Genuinely, try it. Because I know fucking men would not like it. Literally, especially fucking straight men are so threatened by like other gay men. They're like I went to high school with these guys and they would literally say like, I don't care. They'd be like, nah, like they were just like so homophobic. They're like, I don't give a fuck. Like they were trying to say that like, they're like, I don't care if you're gay, but like stay away from me. Or they'd be like, I don't want some gay guy like hitting on me. Like that's so weird. Like all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, how do you think everyone else feels? And Loki, that's a bad example because they are not gay, so they wouldn't want a man to hit on them. But it's like, yeah, how does it feel to think of somebody hitting on you that you don't want? Not good. And that's how you make, like, specifically the guys who would say that I went to high school with would literally then go around and treat women that way and try to force them to get with them and be just so weird. So it's like, hypocrite, I think so. But I just hate that. Like, I actually hate that it's women's quote unquote responsibility, which I don't think it is and I don't think it should be, but it's women's responsibility because men can't control their fucking dick. Like, if you're a man watching this, like, please just try and do better. Like, don't act on it. Like, that's so weird. I don't know. Just like, what do you mean? Like, ew, being like, I can't help it. Like, grow a fucking pair and stand the fuck up. You sound dumb. You look fucking dumb. Grow a pair. Seriously, you can control it. That's such a stupid excuse. You sound actually so stupid. But speaking of this quote I saw, which is T, and I reposted, I saw it on TikTok. I reposted this because this is so real. Sometimes people don't see the wrong in their actions because they hang around people who normalize it. And that is a lot of men. I feel like a lot of men don't see that they're wrong because all of their friends normalize, and not only normalize, a lot of time encourage that behavior. They're like, yeah, bro, go fuck that bitch, or yeah, bro. Like they don't hold each other accountable, nor do they care to, because that's how men's brains work. They don't care. They only think a lot of the time about getting with women. And not even that. I just feel like, well, this quote, of course, goes for everybody. But I thought this quote was also fitting for this episode because, yeah, especially again in my personal experiences, a lot of people don't see the wrong in their actions because they hang around people who normalize it. And even like a lot of, okay, another thing I wrote down is fragile egos. A lot of men have very fragile egos, and that's why a lot of male friendships are very much. And I'm not, okay, I know I'm saying a lot. And also, I've never, okay, hold on. I've never been a man, right? And a man is not me. So it's like I will never fully understand a man's perspective because I'm just not a man. And a man will never fully understand a woman's perspective because they're just not us. So I do think there are some good men for sure, but it's also so hard, and it's hard to not have a disliking towards men because like I said, it's literally once a week. Like it's I'm always getting proven right. Like always, always, always. And but I was gonna say is a lot of men's friendships. Oh, that's why I brought up because I'm not a man. I don't know actually how men's friendships are all the time because I'm not in one. But like I've been friends with guys, but that I'm talking about like men with men, like friendships. But I feel like a lot of the time it's giving yes man. It's giving a lot of them just like saying yes to whatever each other say because they have very fragile egos and they don't want to get proven wrong, I guess. But and that's where I've lost a couple male friendships because of that, because of the fact that I was not their yes man anymore, because I used to literally just do whatever they wanted and everything, and that it wasn't that anymore. And they got very butthurt by that. And I think a lot of the people who this quote was talking about that hang around people who normalize their wrong actions, as soon as somebody challenges their action, their point of view, whatever, they think that they're right because everyone around them has let them think that they're in the right. So, yeah, and I feel like that's prominent for men. Again, at least in my experience, guys that I've grown up with, went to high school with, or even like my like friends of friends that I've like heard stories about. I just feel like a lot of time people hang around people who normalize their actions. So then they never end up changing or growing because they don't think they need to. Another thing that pisses me off, have you guys ever seen the videos of those men, like just videos of that women take of just men like staring directly at them, either like on a plane or like a bus, or like even just like sitting in like like I've seen so many videos of like women like sitting on a train like recording this man like just staring at her, like, and a lot of times like playing with themselves, like touching themselves, just staring at a woman. Like this woman was not doing anything, like sitting there doing nothing and just getting, I don't know, just getting what, I don't even know what you would call that, but harassed, honestly. Like what, like that's the type of shit that blows my mind. Like what do you like, you can fucking control that. That is crazy that you feel okay, that's the thing, is what I don't understand. And I do think, actually, I don't know if this is a real statistic, but I do feel like men just generally have less empathy than women. But like me personally, I literally hate making people feel uncomfortable. Like I never want to make somebody feel uncomfortable. And it's like, how do you feel okay to just sit across from a woman, stare at her, and start fucking touching yourself? Like, what is actually going through your mind? Number one, that's literally like public indecency. Like, that's dead ass illegal. Two, aren't you not embarrassed? You're sitting in public doing that. Like, you look like an idiot. I just don't. I really don't understand that. That one makes me so infuriated. Like, I don't even know what I would do if something like that happened to me. I really don't. And it's just so annoying too, because even like thinking about that happening, like, it's so scary to be a woman and be scared to like do anything because a man could like come up to you and be weird. But I did see this study that was done, and it was about like a predators, and it was showing like a video. These predators were like shown a video of these women and saying, which one would you like pick to be like your next target? And all of the predators, all the men picked the same girl, and then same thing for the other one that was, which woman would you not pick to be your next victim? And all them picked the same one as well. And the woman they picked to be their next victim was the one who was quiet, standoffish, like kind of like just very like shy energy. And the woman that they said they would never pick was the woman who was loud and confident and carried herself well and things like that. So, women, if you're watching this, be confident, stand up proud, even if you have to fake it. Do it for your own safety. When you're in public, act confident, be aware of your surroundings. That's another thing they said. The girl who just like had her head down, wasn't aware, was quiet. Be aware of your surroundings, be loud, be outspoken, for your safety. Um, so yeah, I think if a guy was staring at me like on a train or something, I would literally make it very known that I see him and to stop fucking doing that. And if that didn't work, I'd make a fucking scene, boo. Another thing I wrote down with the fragile egos is control issues, because I felt like those kind of go hand in hand, because I feel like men who have fragile egos feel the need to be in control to like boost themselves up. And I just feel like that's so, I don't know. And maybe because I'm insecure with like myself, but I'm not like an insecure, like jealous type of person. Like I really don't get jealous. So maybe I just don't understand it. But like so many men are like, or so many people in general, women too, actually, are insecure. And I'm not talking about within themselves, because everybody has their own insecurities. That's fine, me included. I mean, like in relationships, they're insecure. So then they try to have control. But it's like, I don't know. I just don't understand that aspect at all. Because it's like, I don't know. That shit's just crazy. But I do think fragile egos and control issues go hand in hand, because a man who has his ego crushed feels the need to be big and strong. And so he wants things his way to, I don't know, to make himself feel better. which is crazy. I just don't understand ever how a man would feel threatened by a woman. You know what I mean? Like, you are a pussy. Sorry to break it to you. Like, if you feel threatened, like, I don't know. Like, men who yell at their significant others or hit them, or it's like, what are you doing? You are so embarrassing, so vile, so disgusting. Like, actually, you are nuts and you need to be in a mental institution. Why do you feel like that's okay? In any aspect of any relationship, family, friends, partner, I don't think yelling or hitting is ever okay. Point blank, period. Like, there is no need to ever, every single conversation or argument could be had calmly, collectively. Ew. Like, people who just feel the need to, like, throw tantrums, and like teenagers and kids is like different. Like, but now again, I feel like a lot of these episodes, I'm like, now that I'm an adult, but it's like, seriously, now that I'm grown, it's like, I could never imagine yelling at somebody. And you hear like all these people all the time, because again, people don't deal with their past traumas, or they've never been told that it was wrong, or it is very hard to unlearn toxic behaviors. And so, yeah, there's so many grown adults, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds that act this way. They still yell, they still have no decorum. Like, let's go. Like, I just don't understand yelling. I hate yelling. I never want to yell. I just think it's very unnecessary. Another thing I wrote down that I saw on TikTok is, actually, I've definitely said this before, my own thoughts too. All the world's problems started because of a man. Like, actually, every single war has been started by men. Most domestic abuse cases are men. Sexual assault cases mostly are men. And there are horrible women out there too. This episode is not me disregarding that. I know there is just horrible people in general. But I've had countless, countless, countless more experiences with men than women. And also, this is my podcast. I can speak about whatever I want. You came here to, quite honestly, hear my opinion and hear me tell stories. So, again, I have so many men in my life that I love. I have multiple guy friends. Tyler's my friend Nick, my brother, my grandpa, like, I have good men in my life, but I've had way more bad, if I'm being quite honest. So anyway, I just want to clarify that I don't know. And also, I shouldn't need to clarify, because I feel like too, people get so on women for being scared of men or hating men. But I saw this statistic too, and I'm pretty sure I've said this before, I don't know. But it's literally 97% of women have been harassed by a man. But, okay, I started it wrong. People think it's so crazy and out there, like, oh my God, you shouldn't say you are scared of men, you hate men, whatever. But nobody says anything when people say that they're scared of sharks. They think being scared of sharks is completely valid, even though 97% of women have been sexually harassed by a man, and shark attacks happen way less often than that. But people think that's fine. So it's like, I don't know. I think I'm valid for my feelings through my personal experiences that I've gone through. And yeah, literally though, just every single problem has started because of a man. If women ruled the world, it would be so much happier, more organized, more calm, I feel like. Because women instinctively like want to nurture. And I feel like if women were in control of things, things would be a lot more calm. But yeah, that was my episode. Seriously, what's wrong with you? And at the end of each episode, I give a piece of advice, positive message, whatever. And this is a piece of advice is speak up. Women, if you are in a situation where a man is making you feel uncomfortable, yell, scream, make a scene. Men, if you see another man doing something horrible, speak up, hold them accountable. Like, I just think people, a lot of the times, and I'm really trying to work on this, are silent when things should be said. People brush things under the rug way too much. People let things go by way too much because they don't want to start something or cause a problem or whatever. No, in situations like this, when men are being creepy and predatory and nasty, men, you need to hold other men accountable, and women, you need to stick up for yourself and speak up. And we can't let men think, I don't know. And of course, it doesn't always work. And I'm not trying to blame women being like, because a lot of times people are like, oh, why didn't she just say no? Are you actually so fucking stupid? She did say no. It doesn't fucking work like that. But try your best. Speak up, scream, yell, make a scene, do whatever you need to do to just do whatever you can. But just speak up, speak up. Everybody speak up, even about anything in the world. Just don't be silent. You need to stand up for what's right and do what you need to do. And let's hope this next week I don't have another horrible male interaction. But I work this weekend and there's a lot of creepy old guys that come in. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the post notifications on. Any video suggestions you want to see, please leave them down in the comments below. Also, any women who are watching this that have gone through anything and want to share your story or even just reach out just to talk to me privately about anything, my Instagram as well as my other social medias are always linked in the description. So you can check those out. And if you want to talk to me about anything, you can DM me and I will gladly respond. And just know that anyone watching this that has gone through anything, we are strong, we're powerful, and yeah, just life is crazy. Life is actually a movie. But I love you guys so, so, so much. Seriously, you guys are awesome. And I hope you have a great week. And I will see you guys in the next video.